Have you ever found yourself deeply irritated by something someone else does? Perhaps an annoying habit, an offhand comment, or a behavior that just grinds your gears? If you're like most people, you've experienced this feeling at one point or another. But what if I told you that the things that bother you most about others might actually be revealing something about yourself? The things we find most irritating or frustrating in others can often be reflections of unresolved issues or traits within ourselves. In fact, these emotional reactions could be key to unlocking a deeper understanding of who we truly are. In this video, we will explore a profound quote from renowned philosopher and psychoanalyst Carl Jung, which states, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." We'll dive into why this concept is central to our emotional growth and how it can serve as a mirror to our inner world. Whether you've heard of Jungian psychology or not, the wisdom of this quote can serve as a powerful tool for self-discovery. Welcome and thank you for joining us on this enlightening exploration of self-awareness and growth. This is the Unfolding Journey channel, where we dive deep into the principles that can help you live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Our mission is to guide you through the process of uncovering your true potential by understanding yourself better and becoming more mindful of the world around you. If you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on future content that can help you grow. Now, let's embark on this journey together and examine how our reactions to others can be a powerful mirror, revealing aspects of ourselves we might not even know exist. Ready? Let's get started. The quote by Carl Jung, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves," suggests that the emotional reactions we experience, especially irritation, serve as a window into our own psyche. When we get triggered by someone's behavior, it's easy to shift the blame and say, "It's them, not me." However, Jungian psychology invites us to flip the script and ask ourselves, why does this behavior trigger such a strong emotional reaction in me? What is it about this situation or person that mirrors something unresolved within myself? To truly understand this concept, let's break it down into three key points: projection, unconscious behavior, and self-awareness. Projection, seeing ourselves in others. Projection is a psychological defense mechanism in which we attribute our own feelings, thoughts, or impulses to other people. When we experience strong emotional reactions to others, especially negative ones, it's often because we're projecting something from within ourselves onto them. For instance, if you get irritated by a colleague who seems overly arrogant or boastful, it might be because you feel insecure about your own accomplishments or fear that you aren't measuring up. The irritation you feel toward them might not be about their behavior at all, but a reflection of your own internal struggles. Jung's idea of projection explains that we tend to project aspects of ourselves that we are unwilling or unable to acknowledge. These projections often appear as criticisms of others, but in reality, they can offer us insight into our own unresolved issues. By recognizing these projections, we can start to better understand the parts of ourselves that we may have been avoiding, which can ultimately lead to personal growth. For example, let's say that you're constantly irritated by a friend who always interrupts you when you speak. You might initially assume that they are rude or disrespectful. However, upon deeper reflection, you may realize that you too have the tendency to interrupt others when you're excited or anxious to share your own thoughts. What this reveals is that the irritation you feel may be less about the other person and more about an aspect of yourself that you haven't fully acknowledged or accepted. Unconscious behavior, the shadow within. One of the central tenets of Jungian psychology is the concept of the shadow, the parts of ourselves that we repress or deny because they don't align with our conscious self-image. These repressed aspects of our personality often surface in the form of irritation or anger when we encounter others who embody these very traits we've buried deep inside. The shadow is made up of all the qualities we deem undesirable, such as jealousy, greed, arrogance, or selfishness. We may not want to admit these traits exist within us because they contradict the persona we present to the world. However, the more we resist or deny these parts of ourselves, the more likely they are to manifest in our interactions with others. For instance, if you find yourself deeply irritated by a coworker's laziness or lack of ambition, it could be worth asking yourself, are there areas of my life where I've been avoiding hard work or neglecting my responsibilities? The things we criticize in others often have an uncanny way of highlighting the same qualities within us, and through this reflection we can gain insight into our own behaviors, habits, and thought patterns. Jung believed that by embracing our shadow and integrating these disowned parts of ourselves, we become more whole and self-aware. Rather than projecting our flaws onto others, we can accept them as part of our own human experience and work to transform them into strengths. Self-awareness, the path to personal growth. The most powerful way to transform irritation into self-awareness is to practice mindfulness and self-reflection. When we feel triggered by someone's behavior, it's an opportunity for introspection. Instead of immediately reacting or blaming the other person, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What does this reaction say about me? By becoming more aware of our emotional responses, we can start to identify patterns in our behavior and gain deeper insights into our true selves. Self-awareness allows us to recognize the unconscious biases, insecurities, and unresolved emotions that influence how we interact with others. It empowers us to break free from the cycle of projection and instead focus on personal growth. One practical way to develop self-awareness is through journaling. When you feel irritated or triggered by someone, write down the details of the situation and explore what emotions arose within you. Ask yourself questions like, what does this person's behavior remind me of in my own life? Or what part of myself am I resisting or avoiding? By taking the time to reflect on these experiences, you can begin to see the deeper connection between your reactions and your inner world. Through self-awareness, we gain the ability to respond to others with greater empathy, understanding, and compassion. We no longer view their actions as personal attacks but as opportunities for growth and self-reflection. The benefits of understanding our reactions. The process of examining our irritations and emotional reactions can be incredibly empowering. It helps us to gain clarity on our inner conflicts. By understanding what triggers us, we gain insight into the unresolved conflicts within our own psyche. These insights allow us to address internal struggles, heal emotional wounds, and grow as individuals. Improve relationships. When we recognize that our irritation may reflect something about ourselves, we can approach our relationships with more patience and understanding. Rather than blaming others for their behaviors, we can shift our focus inward and work on our own reactions. Achieve greater emotional balance. The more we understand our emotional triggers, the better equipped we are to manage them. By confronting the root causes of our irritation, we develop emotional resilience and learn to navigate difficult situations with greater ease. Facilitate personal growth. The process of self-discovery is a lifelong journey. Each time we reflect on our reactions to others, we have the opportunity to shed old patterns and emerge as more self-aware, authentic versions of ourselves. In conclusion, the quote by Carl Jung, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves," offers a powerful invitation to look inward. Our emotional reactions, especially irritation, can serve as a mirror that reflects our inner world, revealing aspects of ourselves that we may not be fully aware of. By embracing these moments of irritation as opportunities for self-reflection and growth, we can unlock deeper levels of self-awareness and personal transformation. Through the practice of mindfulness, projection awareness, and self-acceptance, we can learn to navigate our emotional landscape with greater clarity and compassion. The next time you find yourself irritated by someone's behavior, take a step back and ask yourself, what does this reveal about me? You might be surprised by the valuable insights that arise. If you found this video insightful and want to continue on this journey of self-discovery, don't forget to subscribe to the Unfolding Journey channel. We have many more thought-provoking videos on topics like personal growth, emotional intelligence, and mindful living, all designed to help you become the best version of yourself. Hit the subscribe button and join us in unfolding your true potential. See you in the next video. By focusing on the emotional reactions that arise in response to others, we can uncover a wealth of knowledge about ourselves, our patterns, and the areas in our lives that need attention. Keep exploring, keep reflecting, and keep growing.